lights once again, getting ready for the 6th race of the season. We are here live from Atlanta Motor Speedway, getting ready for the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500. Now, after we had a pretty decent wreckfest last week at Phoenix, we had at a pretty fast mile-and-a-half racetrack. Hopefully, we'll have a race that won't end under caution this time. And starting in our front row consists of Dylan Young, who currently sits last place in the standings. He sits 42nd in the standings with only 64 points. And starting right beside him is our Budweiser Shootout winner, Levi McIntyre. There's going to be a lot. We're going to be here for a pretty long one. We're going to be racing here for 49 laps, so we're going to have to see what kind of strategies that these guys come up with. Our reigning defending champion, Michael Norman, right now he sits 40th in standings, not having a really strong start to his season, as well as he will start up in 3rd place. Stephen Colin, after a couple of weeks of bad starting spots, he finds himself starting in 4th. And another driver who looks to try to turn their season around, Danny Wells, in the 12. He starts this race in the 6th position. He sits 35th in standings. Lots of drivers looking to try to turn their seasons around here tonight at this fast mile-and-a-half track. What kind of racing and strategies will we see here? I don't know, but we're going to find out shortly, as we're just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Get a rhythm. Get ready to rock and roll today. It's a long race. There will be a lot of pit stops. So just go out there, do what you got to do. No mistakes. That's the big thing today. Just no mistakes.
And as the cars are rolling off pit road, here is your starting lineup for the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500. Of the Team Penske cars are starting in the top 10 for this race. Mitchell Collins in 8th, Danny Wells in 6th, and Dylan Young on the pole, looking to turn his season around. Michael Norman sits 3rd in the Wood Brothers number 21, borrowing colors from Danny Wells, as they're now coming out of turn 4 here for the first time as the pace car drives onto pit road. We're going to be in for a long one here tonight, folks. We're going to be racing for 49 laps as the green flag is now out at Atlanta. Already going 3 wide for 2nd place as Dylan Young looks to run away with that lead, as he will lead the very first lap here under the lights, but there's still plenty of racing to go. Michael Norman moves to the extreme high side as Aaron Macklin is stuck in the middle, as Kyle Matthews looks to take away 2nd place from both of them. Kyle Matthews running the FOE colors on his number 77 here tonight, taking the colors away from Dylan Pote for the week. And oh man, he's going to have a bumper full of Cody Lamas. And oh man, there was almost some contact between the 77 and the 11. Oh man, that really could have been bad. As further back, we see them going 3 wide for the 6th position. There's Jessica Shelton running the Sirius XM colors on her number 20 this week. As all these guys are running super close to each other. Right now, Shelton, she's all over the back bumper of Jonathan Zorlin. Headed back out to the front is still all about Dylan Young. Dylan Young has not had any source of competition here tonight so far in that Worth number 2. After having engine problems last week and dropping out of the race, I believe he finished 35th. But Kyle Matthews, he's looking to chase him down. But here comes Cody Lamas in the 11. He's looking to try to lead a couple of laps. I don't think Cody Lamas has led since, I believe, either Ricky Raceway or Daytona. As we're still going green, Aaron Macklin now he's trying to do what he can to chase behind that number 43 of Jonathan Zorlin. As Zorlin takes away 2nd place, and oh man, it looks like we had a spin on the last lap, but there was no caution. We're gonna have to take a look and see who's running in the back, and it might have been Brandon Crasta. Oh man, Brandon Crasta, he already started in this race 41st, and right now he sits by himself. If we get a caution later, we're gonna have to go to the replays and see who spun him out. As we head back to the front, Zorlin still doing what he can to chase down Dylan Young. Aaron Macklin has settled himself to 3rd place. And here comes Dylan Poteet now, back in his LS Tractor colors. He sits himself in 4th place. As we're having a battle for 5th between Dustin Stoller and RJ Bishop. Both of these guys running new colors here this week as RJ Bishop takes away the 5th position from Stoller. And here comes another driver running some new colors here tonight. That's Alex Ferranti running the Great Clips here tonight. Alex Ferranti is another one of those drivers looking to turn their season around, and he's trying to bring his teammate along with him. That's Seth Cole running the real the Emron colors on his number 24. Excuse me. And here comes our points leader right now, Tim Fiegel. He's looking to try to get into the top 10 today and show these guys why he's the points leader right now. He's running the Calibus colors on his number 19 this week. How would he feel to try to go for 2 in a row? Alright, as we head back to the front here. And we're actually having a battle for the lead right now. Poteet, he looks to try to hang on to it, but here comes RJ Bishop, our Daytona 500 winner. He wants to try to get his 2nd win of the season. As we now see Alex Ferranti making it 3 wide for 3rd place. And oh man, Alex Ferranti, he is charging to the front of the field as Dylan Young, he's dropping back a little bit. Right now he's stuck between Aaron Macklin and Jonathan Zorlin. As we now see Joshua Osborne now, he's making it 3 wide for position. He's trying to get around the 77 and the 43, which he does do. That's going to be for the 4th position. As we have a small 3-car breakaway, Ferranti trying to do what he can to chase down Poteet and Bishop. Let's ride on board with the Great Clips number 9. Oh man, it looks like Alex Ferranti got a better run off that corner here as he looked to try to take away 2nd place from Dylan Poteet. And now Ferranti, he's going to have to chase down his good friend RJ Bishop. But Bishop, he's not going to try to surrender that lead for anything. This is almost like when he led back in the Daytona 500. When he took the lead, he did not look back. Joshua Osborne selling himself in 4th place as there's a battle for 5th now going on between Kyle Matthews and Dustin Stoller. And here we see Christina Bell trying to come up into the top 5, or at least trying to get there. She's running the Harvest Cheddar colors on her number 40 this week. Last week at Phoenix, she had the French Onion colors. As we now see, it looks like we have Brett Kennenberg rounding out the top 10, but here comes Nathan Hudson to try to change that in the number 6. And all these guys are running dangerously close here together, trying to do what they can to catch up to the leaders, as we now see Brett Kennenberg trying to work on the inside of Kyle Matthews, and he's trying to bring Nathan Hudson along with him. Headed back to the front, it's still all about RJ Bishop. He has not lost that lead since he took it. Alex Ferranti trying to do what he can, as we see Joshua Osborne just took away the 3rd position from Dylan Poteet. Dylan Poteet looking to try to get a good finish here tonight after having a very dismal start to his season, as the same could be said for a few more drivers here. Dustin Stoller, he now settles himself in 5th as Christina Bell sits in 6th. Sky Commons now sits 7th. 8th now is Nathan Hudson, and we're having a battle for 9th here, a heated battle for 9th place. Brett Kennenberg running the Georgia Peanuts game, a very special paint scheme since we're in Atlanta here tonight. And rounding out the top 10 now is Michael Norman. Michael Norman running the Maytag Menards colors. As I said before the race started, he took some colors away from Danny Wells for the week. Now in this second pack of cars, we're having a heated 3-wide battle here between Kyle Matthews, Cole Deaver, and Seth Cole. Seth Cole trying to get some help with his 2 teammates, Joshua Mudd and Nathan Ormond. Hendrick Motorsports are looking to try to do what they can, and I just saw a car go down pit road. I think that was Poteet. So it looks like that the pit stop window is between 18 to 20 laps, I believe. And Poteet, this may be strategy for the number 31, as we see that Alex Ferranti is a new race leader, but it looks like he and RJ Bishop are going to be coming down pit road. Yes, they are, and that's going to give the lead over to the number 1 of Joshua Osborne. And Joshua Osborne is going to bring his teammate Christina Bell along with him, as Sega Motorsports now currently sits 1 and 2. As Sky Commons rather, he now sits himself in 3rd place. Dougie Shears is now running 4th. 5th is Jake Rogers, and 6th now is Alex Drayton. And there goes Poteet just now leaving pit road. And Sky Commons, he is coming down. And it looks like that Joshua Osborne and Christina Bell, they're staying out. This may be strategy for Sega Motorsports. They're gonna wait till like the very last moment. I guess they were hoping for a caution, but it looks like that the number 40 and the number 1, they're gonna have to come down pit road, and I do believe that they're coming down this time by. Yes, they are. The 2 leaders are now coming down, but now we have to take a look and see where the 3rd Sega Motorsports car is. William Brock, and William Brock is, I think he's out. What? Oh yes, William Brock. He had a valve issue. Wow. And he got out of the race 6 laps ago. Oh man, we're gonna have to take a look and see what happened to the 42. I had no idea what happened, but we're gonna have to ride on board with Christina Bell and Joshua Osborne to see where the leaders are gonna be coming out. They're still shown as the race leaders. I'm guessing the strategy may have worked. We're gonna have to wait for the ticker to update as we see the 2 drivers now leaving pit road. As we see a few drivers possibly getting their last back. Levi McIntyre just drove around. Okay, it says that Alex Ferranti is 3rd, and oh man, it looks like we had a spin. We may have had a spin, but is the caution out? There is smoke on the track, and I do believe that Alex Ferranti may be the new leader. And I don't think the caution is out. No, it's not. Wow. But yes, this is the battle going on for the lead right now. Alex Ferranti just led that lap, but here comes RJ Bishop and Dylan Poteet now to try to spoil the party. Oh yes, we did have another spin, but the caution did not come out. It must have been during green flag pit stops, because the yellow flag is not out. As we're having a battle for the lead now, Poteet looks to take it away from RJ Bishop, but Bishop he's got to help on the outside. So he's not going to be able to get, Poteet's not going to be able to get the speed, as both the 17 and the 9 work on the outside to try to keep the lead from Poteet. Oh man, I'm going to have to check the ticker and see who was all involved here. Sky Commons now sits back here in 4th place. 5th now is Nathan Hudson. It looks like Christina Bell has dropped back to 6th. Cole Deaver is now 7th. 8th now is Dustin Stuller. Well, we're actually having a battle for 8th right now, a 3-wide battle for 8th, as Brett Kenningberg, he just dove down to the inside of Dustin Stuller to try to take it away. But yeah, this is pretty much the top 10 going on right now. But now, the question is, both Christina Bell and Joshua Osborne are on different pit cycles. Will that help them try to stretch out as much fuel as they can, as we now go back to Poteet, who just led that lap after taking it away from Alex Ferranti. Oh man, I was actually really hoping for a caution so we could try to find out like what all happened, because a lot happened over the last few laps. But we just passed the halfway mark, as we now see RJ Bishop trying to work on taking the lead away from Dylan Poteet, as there's just a 3-car breakaway. They have a 2.5-second lead over the rest of the field, but the field is catching them slowly. The more that these 3 drivers swap positions, the more that these guys are going to catch them. This second pack of cars is being led by Cole Deaver in the number 3. Cole Deaver, another one of those drivers. After last week, he actually came in contact with his teammate Dustin Stuller, and the two are running pretty close together again. Cole Deaver sits 4th, and Dustin Stuller is 9th right now. Let's actually ride on board with the number 8 of Stuller. Dustin Steller's trying to do what he can right now. He's trying to work on the inside of Nathan Hudson as he is chasing down Sky Commons on that inside. Can't quite reach it though. We're having a shockingly clean race here at Atlanta right now. It looks like Dustin Steller's trying to get a run here on the inside of Nathan Hudson. That will be for the 8th position. Like these guys are slowly trying to close the gap here. Christina Bell now finds herself in 4th place. RJ Bishop fell back a little bit as he sits 3rd, and Alex Ferranti has taken over the lead once again in that number 9 car. But he's going to have a bumper full of Dylan Poteet. Dylan Poteet, he really wants to try to get another win here in the NASCAR SEGA Cup in the number 31. That's his own personal number. But Alex Ferranti, he wants to try to erase what happened in the season 3 finale, because in that finale he did flip over in the front straightaway, and he would love to erase that with a victory here tonight. As we are now winding down, we have under 20 laps to go now. Christina Bell and Joshua Osborne, these two are going to have to try to work together to see if they can catch the top 3. And I'm trying to, and oh man, these guys, they're catching some lap traffic. There's Levi McIntyre and Michael Norman. Oh man, oh boy, is this really gonna come down to lap traffic again? But Alex Ferranti, he is catching Michael Norman, and he easily puts him a lap down. And oh man, where's Poteet gonna go? They're gonna have to split the 21, which they do. That's gonna give 2nd over to RJ Bishop as Poteet drops back to 3rd. And oh man, that just greatly opened the door for Alex Ferranti as he is running away with that lead. But oh boy, they're gonna have to but they may have to catch Levi McIntyre, and there's also Ferranti's teammate Seth Cole. Oh man, is Seth Cole gonna let his teammate by, or is Ferranti gonna have to try to figure out which line he wants to pick, because they're catching that 24. But the laps are indeed winding down. We have just 17 to go. And man, the caution's out. And oh man, we got to spin in turn 2. Oh man, we actually had to spin in turn 2, and this is not what Ferranti wanted to see. Oh man, and they just put Seth Cole a lap down. That is not what they wanted to see at all. But we have to take a look and see who spun. And I'm trying to see. Oh, it may have been Kenningberg. Yes, he does have some front end damage, and oh man, there's some damage to Brayson Mitchell in on pit road, and there's Dustin Stoller. Oh man, Brayson Mitchell, Jake Rogers, and Dustin Stoller, they all sit on pit road. So something definitely happened with the front runners of the pack. It looks like somebody got a bit impatient. Oh man, but we're finally gonna have to go to the replays and see everything that we missed so far. So stay tuned, race fans. Okay, race fans, we have a few replays to get through. This was all the way back on lap number 4. They were going 4 wide, just coming out of turn 2, and Ryan Acosta just gets into the left rear quarter panel of Danny Wells, and he also came in contact with Brandon Crasta. Now, luckily, Brandon Crasta was still going at full speed, and he was able to correct Wells' car, and that's what caused both of these guys to keep going, so that's why we didn't have a yellow flag. Now here's what happened to William Brock. This was back on lap number 12. He was running mid-pack right behind Zachary Fitzwater, and unfortunately his engine expired. His engine expired as he was luckily he was on the inside line and didn't cause any problems for the rest of the pack. And like after starting on the pole last week to him blowing an engine tonight here and him finishing 42nd in the number 42. So that's a real tough break for William Brock. Now this was back after green flag pit stops were finishing up. Just as they were leaving pit road, I guess Michael Norman his car didn't turn as he just gets right into the left front of Seth Cole, and that's what sends them both towards the wall. And further back, Brayson Mitchell and Joshua Mudd, their wheels lock up because they were afraid of hitting the 21 and the 24, as Brayson Mitchell also gives the safer barrier a little tap, as well as Joshua Mudd. Now since they were actually on the track surface and everyone else was just below the apron, NASCAR didn't feel the need to throw the caution, so that's why they were still green. Now let's finally take a look and see what happened to bring out our first caution of the night. Now here's how they brought out our first caution. It looks like that these drivers were catching the slow Michael Norman, and I do believe that Michael Norman was trying to get out of the way, but he gets hooked by the 10 of Sky Commons, and then Brett Kenningberg gives Commons a little tap, and unfortunately he spins out right in front of Dustin Stoller, and Stoller had nowhere to go as Kenningberg he also locks up his tires, and he gets into the 8 as well. And oh man, I bet this is not what Alex Franti needs to see, as we see a few more cars coming into picture. As Brayson Mitchell, oh man, Brayson Mitchell just slams into the back of the 8 as he spins around. As we see Jake Rogers driving below the apron. I guess he couldn't stop in time because there's absolutely no grip down there, and he just clobbers the 41 car. Oh man, they actually sent him flying above the 8. Oh man, it just goes to show that a clean race, anything can happen in like a span of few laps. But now this changes everything. Like what will we see once these drivers get back underway, as we see that Brayson Mitchell, Dustin Stoller, and Jake Rogers appear to be done here tonight. Here we are riding on board with the number 8 of Dustin Stoller. Yeah, they caught up to Michael Norman. They were trying to find a way to get around him. And there's just a contact between the 21 to 10 and the 38. good finish too, and this is not how he wanted his night to end. Only in the NASCAR SEGA Cup you can see this kind of stuff happen. Dylan Pote running 8th place right now. This driver just cannot catch a break. His engine goes up in smoke. After having a possible chance to try to win here tonight, he will unfortunately have to go back to the garage area tonight. This is not what I wanted to happen. Only in the NASCAR SEGA Cup you can see like cars blowing up like this. It happened to William Brock earlier, and tonight it happens once again. This time to Dylan Pote, and unfortunately oh my god. Anyway, as we head back up here, the pace lights on the lights on the pace car are off, so we might as well go over who's now retired out of the race. They are, let's see. Tim Fiegel is out of the race. Tim Fiegel? Oh no, what happened to Tim? Wow. I had no idea he was even out of the race. Also, we're gonna have to check on board and see what happened to him. We may have had a third car blow up. Anyway, we have Brayson Mitchell, Jake Rogers, Brett Kenningberg, Dustin Stoller, and now Dylan Pote with a broken piston. But we got us a race now, so anyway, RJ Bishop is the race leader. Second is Alex Ferranti. Third is Joshua Osborne. Fourth is Christina Bell. Fifth, Dougie Shears. Sixth, Nathan Orman. Seventh, Nathan Hudson. Eighth, Alex Drayton. Ninth is Kyle Matthews. And rounding out the top 10 is Cole Deaver. The rest of the top 15 are James Qualls, Zachary Fitzwater, Ron Acosta, Aaron Macklin, and I believe Sky Commons. Yes, he is. He's 15th right now. But now the question is, will Michael Norman and Seth Cole be in the way of this? Can these guys make it 3 wide, and can they race clean for the rest of the way? I don't know, but the green flag is now back out at Atlanta. Oh man, these guys are gonna have to go to the high side to avoid the slow 21 and 24. Oh man, we got us a race now as they're trying to split the 21 as best as they can as we switch to the spectators camera. As they're not coming out of turns 3 and 4. It's still all about RJ Bishop as he hangs on to that lead. But here comes Joshua Osborne being helped by Dougie Shears. Now Dougie Shears, he had a chance to win last week at Phoenix, but he had to come down pit road and that ruined it. I mean, I don't want to say anything else to try to mess up anything for the 83. As we now see Joshua Osborne, he's trying to work on the inside of RJ Bishop for the lead. Does anyone have anything for the 17 here? As we see that Nathan Orman, he broke himself away in 4th place now, and we're having a battle for 5th between Nathan Hudson, Christina Bell, and Alex Drayton. Alex Ferranti continues to drop back like a rock as he's about to. And oh man, we had a spin. We actually had a spin, but I don't think the caution is out. No, it's not. I think it was just a car like skidding, but it may have just fixed itself. As we now see that Joshua Osborne has taken the lead away. Joshua Osborne is a new race leader, but he has a bumper full of Dougie Shears. Dougie Shears now sits in 2nd place as we now look ahead to see what happened. And oh man, we got some left side damage to James McLeod. It may have been him, but these guys, they're gonna catch the 21 again pretty soon. But the question is, can Joshua Osborne do what he can to protect that lead of his? But he's gonna have a bumper full of Dougie Shears, and Dougie Shears, he's working on the inside to try to take that lead away from the one car. Can't quite get it yet as there's still a little bit of smoke on the track. Shears is trying to do what he can to take that lead away, but Joshua Osborne, he still has a strong run on the outside. Dougie Shears has no help right now. He doesn't quite have the speed to get around that one machine. Alex Drayton now finds himself in the 3rd position, bringing Nathan Orman along with him as Kyle Matthews now sits 5th. Alex Ferranti and RJ Bishop, they're duking it out for 6th now. And oh man, Dougie Shears, he's trying to do what he can to chase down that number 1 car. Let's run on board with the number 83. Dougie Shears is trying to run that inside for as long as he can. The last thing he wants to see is another caution. I really don't want to have another race end under caution. But Dougie Shears, he doesn't quite have the speed to try to catch that one machine. Joshua Osborne is doing a lot of mirror driving, and he's going to protect that lead as long as he can. It's going to be a 3-car breakaway from the rest of the pack. Alex Drayton continues to sit in third. Now, Kyle Matthews is fourth, as we're trying to have a battle for fifth between Nathan Orman and RJ Bishop. It looks like Bishop had to back out of it a little bit. And oh man, what happened to Ferranti? Oh, there he is. He just, oh man, Ferranti, he just fell back like a rock. He fell past to the 13th position. Oh man, I don't know what happened to the 9, but now he has to deal with Cole Deaver, Jonathan Zorlin, and now Matt McIntyre in the 27. As we head back to the front, it's still all about Joshua Osborne. And oh man, they just caught Michael Norman. Where's Michael Norman gonna go? And oh man, they better hope that he doesn't hold up anyone. And oh man, I think Joshua Osborne may have lost a bit of momentum as Michael Norman held up Alex Drayton a little bit. Now he's holding up Kyle Matthews. Oh man, we have 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go, and it's still all about Joshua Osborne in the 1. Dougie Shears is running out of time. If he wants to make a move, he better hurry up and do it now and hope that there's another lap car in front of him. And there is a slow car in front of them coming up. That's Sky Commons in the 10. Oh man, we have 2 laps to go. Joshua Osborne is not looking back from that lead. Joshua Osborne, this is his rookie season, and he is looking to get his first win. Dougie Shears has been in this series since season number 1. They say he is still yet to get his first win, but this is his best chance. But the field is slowly catching them. Oh man, the guy is catching up as Aaron Maxton takes away third from Alex Drayton. But we're coming to the white flag. Joshua Osborne takes the white flag. Does Dougie Shears have anything for the number 1? Joshua Osborne heading in the turns 1 and 2 for the final time. They're catching up on Sky Commons now. Where's Sky Commons going to go? He goes to the outside and these guys go to the inside. This is Shears' last chance. Does he have anything for the 1 machine? I think it's too little too late. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time. Joshua Osborne. He will take home the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500. Joshua Osborne out of Sega Motorsports, after weeks of having dismal finishes and incidents on pit road, he will take home Atlanta and he will bring home the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500. Oh man, Dougie Shears, you really got to give it up for the 83. He tried everything he could to catch that 1 machine, but he just didn't have the speed, and he'll have to settle for second here tonight, as this night will belong to Joshua Osborne. Export X4 QuikTrip 500, race number 6. And this race is in the books. Joshua Osborne out of Sega Motorsports takes home the checker flag here tonight. Aaron Macklin brings home 3rd place tonight. Alex Drayton ends up 4th. And we have Allison Rain ends up with a top 5 here tonight. RJ Bishop fell all the way back to 6th. Nathan Orman 7th. Matt McIntyre ends up 8th place. Ryan Acosta ends up 9th, and Christina Bell ends up with a top 10 here today. A good day for Sega Motorsports for those 2 drivers. Kyle Matthews, Cody Lamas, Zachary Fitzwater, Cole Daly, and Charles Sanford rounds out the top 15. Then we have Nathan Hudson, Jonathan Zorlin, Jessica Shelton, James Qualls, and Brandon Crasta. I know I misspelled his name, but I will fix that in the points, so I apologize in advance for that, Brandon. Then we have Alex Ferranti, Dylan Young, the pole sitter, ends up 22nd. Mitchell Collins ends up 23rd. Danny Wells, 24th. Wow, Penske ended up 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, all after each other. Then we have Simon Oscon ran out the top 25. Then we have James Silver Fox ends up 26. Steven Gonzalez ends up 27. And then we had Joshua Mudd being the last driver to finish on the lead lap. And I think we did have some drivers come down pit road who couldn't make it on fuel. There were Cole Deaver, Sky Commons, Levi McIntyre, Stephen Colin, and James McLeod. He ended up a lap down. Then Seth Cole ended up 4 laps down. Then Michael Norman finishes 5 laps down. Then from 36 on down to 42nd, we have Dylan Pote blowing an engine. We have Dustin Stoller involved in that accident, along with Brett Kenningberg and Jake Rogers and Brayson Mitchell. Then we had Tim Fiegel. You know what? Let's see what happened to Tim Fiegel, because I have no idea what happened to the 19. I have no idea what happened. Let's actually look at that before we see. It looks like he had trouble on lap 24. At this moment, back on lap 24, he was sitting in the 11th position, currently riding with Nathan Orman, and yep, there it is. So Tim Fiegel lost an engine. Not a good day for the points leader. If that's not a stable in the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series, then I don't know what is. So yeah, in total, I had 3 cars blow up at Atlanta here. So that's pretty much what happened to Tim Fiegel there. I was wondering. But anyway, yeah, that pretty much does it here for the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500 here at in the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series at Atlanta. So next week we're gonna be doing something very new. For the first time ever in SEGA Cup Series history, we're gonna have ourselves a dirt race. That's right, race fans. We're gonna have some dirty racing next week over at Bristol Motor Speedway, but we're gonna have some dirt racing here. How will that unfold? You're gonna have to tune in next week to find out when it gets uploaded. Congratulations one last time to Joshua Osborne for winning the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 500, and we'll see you next time at Bristol Motor Speedway.